Hey, yo, boys and girls, it's me, Miss Nuz Happy Stick, and today we're gonna be talking about something very, very special. That's Killer is Dead. And how I know it's called Killer is Dead is because it tells you every goddamn 2 seconds. Now let's get in the game.
Anyways, it's your boy King Jiffy Coates. Now that we've heard from our lovely nurse assistant, we're going to be talking about Killer is Dead. Now, this game came up on the for sale page on Xbox recently through the backwards compatibility menu, and I paid a couple bucks for it. Nothing crazy, but this game's like second level, because first level's tutorial. Well, I don't really count that, but the first main level puts you in this wildly insane Alice in Wonderland-esque house, and honestly, I couldn't eat it up enough, bro. You had this sexy-ass Alice character. You were mobbing through. In this one hallway, I found the first sexy nurse, because throughout the whole game, anywhere time you, like, crack pots or you find her secretly throughout the thing, it unlocks these weird levels that kind of suck that are challenges. But I thought it was kind of cool, and I was engulfed, dude. I was engulfed in this little world, and something was grabbing hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon alien nightly, but that wasn't really what it was about. It was like these monster was there that was killing people, so I'm investigating the house, only to find out that it wasn't Alice that I was talking to before. It was like Elise or some crap, but it was Alice's sister, quote unquote. But come to find out, through no surprise of anybody, that it was Elise was Alice the whole time. Whoa! But still, the atmosphere, the art style, everything was grabbing me. And when you confront her, I was like fully engaged in this. This confrontation was so big. And she's like, I can't go into the dark. I went into the darkness. The darkness devoured me. And then she just starts like going like full on like hard metal bullshit, bro. Like, her, like, I was, like, staring at her tits at this part, I'm not gonna lie, because they were, like, massive, like any good Japanese game. It has big titties, thank God for good artists. But I was engaged, and then this shit went down. What? Oh my God, she Beetlejuiced her head. She Beetlejuiced her goddamn head, and then, like, Ultra Beetlejuice, pain inside my neck hole. Oh, here's a replay. I'll give you a nice little replay. Look at this damn shit. Oh my God, that neck pain. Bro, you need 75 chiropractors to deal with this. And I was just fully invested at this point. I was ready to fight whatever she became. And even when, like, and then it just has, like, stuff pulsating out of her, and she like hangs upside down on the top of this spider scorpion creature. I was just so grossed out at this point, but so enthralled at the same time. It had gotten me hook, line, and sinker in the middle of this cookie candy room with this monster trying to like end my existence. Not to mention that the combat in this game is well thought out, fluid, really well done. I really enjoy the combat, and I was engaged. And fighting this first boss fight just had me thinking, like, I have yet to experience a game that took something to this level in terms of art style, in terms of presentation. The music is insanely good. That's what I have in the background of this video, is music from this game. But like the fact that she's upside down and her legs are now like grabbers, so she's just like spread eagle on top of this monster. And every time you get to those moments where you go to slash her, bro, you're cutting off one of her legs, dude, and it's just so gnarly. Like I put in a little bit of extra love here for you to really show you this boss fight, to really let you understand how insane the beginning of this game truly is. How enthralled this area got me, dude. And it wasn't just my normal, like, ooh, tits and ass. Like, I get that I can make jokes about that a lot, and I like harp on that quite a bit. But this game did something different. It took that beauty and turned it into a dark, horror-esque, like, grotesque monstrosity of, like, this. I don't know how to explain this first opening. I mean, you're watching it. Let me know in the comments. How do you explain this? How do you, like, convince yourself this is okay? Especially after you see this. Yeah, that's right. A head and neck just came out of her vagina. Explain that to me. She just had, like, she just is giving birth to, like, coochie lice, bro. Hoochie lice just sprouting out of her. She's giving birth to them, and those monsters are actually like her head. I don't know, dude. It was gross. It was grotesque, but beautiful at the same time. And I can't explain how great this opening first good combat section and good boss fight is. I have yet to play a game that was this grotesque and like insanely gorgeous at the same time. And I know I've said it a billion times, but just thoroughly was just insanely having a great time. This was so cool, so beautiful, so like impactful, and the like this noir style it was going for on top of that just took all of these moving pieces and put them together in one game. And I in my head was telling myself this is going to be one of the like, greatest gaming experiences of all time, because the next level you jump in on the moon. Yeah, that's right. I'm wearing a suit with only a space helmet. Even though that is so impractical, makes absolutely no sense, it could not prepare me for the fact that I was running toward a goddamn mansion. Yeah, don't believe me. Look with your own lying eyes. A mansion, and I go through this mansion to find this dude named David, who made that girl the monstrosity she is, and he's wearing like a gold BDSM suit, dude. And I was just like, what the fuck is going on, dude? This is actually goofy. And then, of course, he says killer is dead, because he always says killer is dead. Even though this is the second mission in the game, I feel like this guy has like end boss game material. And I thought I was going to love this. I thought that like this second boss fight in, I was like, okay, a lot of it's kind of be feeling samey. It didn't have the same presentation. And then this shit started right here. This button mashing section is the worst button mashing thing I've ever had in a video game. I played a lot of button mashing stuff. I mean, I used to play consistently button mashing stuff on the old GameCube, but this is the worst. And how you bring yourself back to life if you have to do the same minigame, and it is bad, like really bad. I don't know where the mistake is. It was just like rushly developed, but sometimes it works great, other times it works shittily. But that doesn't take away from the fact that this game's combat overall, other than that little section right there, is really fun. What does take away from that, though, is as you can see these things I'm fighting, you're going to see them consistently. Whether, but in like different shades with different weapons, and some of them you have to only have the ability to cut their head off. And you fight the same robot creatures throughout the entire game, but sometimes they have different weapons, and sometimes there's eyes. There is no variation of that in the first two levels. First 2 or 3 levels, you've basically seen all the styles of enemies that you're going to see in this game. And that gets tiring as shit by the time you're done with this game. You get so annoyed with seeing these same, and you really never do get a peak like you got from the last one. I mean, even the like staple Japanese game motorcycle section. Now, if you don't believe that there's a staple motorcycle game or scene, play more Japanese action games, and you will play a ton of these shitty motorcycle segments. They're never good. They never feel great. It always, like, in this studio is not like the biggest studio of all time, but it just, outside of like a couple set pieces in this game, you really never recapture the magic from that first level. And that's kind of something that, even though this game to me is still like a 7 out of 10 and worth playing, because the combat is really fun, and like stuff like this, a chick with like 40,000 arms shows up to help you. There's goofy stuff like that throughout the entire game. I just feel like the level design never quite hits the greatness that first mission has. I mean, you go back to this, this is the mansion on the moon, right? You go back to this place a couple times, and as you can see, I'm fighting the same robots, but like slightly altered. Nothing really feels different. They have different weapons, but I'm still doing the same thing. Slashing through them. Every once in a while I punch them. It's the same thing. I mean, I do a quick dodge, get to do my little slash away mini game, tear stuff up, get to use a secret move. It really never fully grabs me again. And that's really sad, because this game could have easily been one of the, like, I mean, I still think it's a hidden gem, but it could have been like a hidden masterpiece. It would have deserved a lot of like cult recognition in my mind. But because of the fact that you're fighting the same 15 enemies the whole time, and because of the fact that sometimes when you do get some variation with like turret sections and stuff, it never feels, I don't know, it just never can recapture that magic for me. But that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed my video on Killer is Dead. It's definitely worth playing, but get it on a sale, baby. Get it on a sale. Catch you guys later. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe.